Awaab's law just changed everything for renters in the UK, and I want to tell you exactly why this matters, starting with my friend. She rented a house for years, with 2 young children, and the whole time there was mould. On the walls, in the bedrooms, everywhere. She just lived with it. She didn't complain, because she didn't know she could. She didn't know what her rights were. And honestly, when I think about that now, it upsets me, because she should have known, and her landlord should have fixed it. This video is for every renter who is living like that right now, and doesn't realize that the law is finally on their side. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to tell you exactly what to do if your landlord ignores you. When I was researching this topic, I came across the story of Awaab, and I am not going to lie. It made me cry. Awaab was 2 years old. He died in December 2020 in a mouldy social housing flat in Rochdale. His family had complained about the mould over and over again. Nobody did anything. The coroner confirmed that the mould killed him. He was 2 years old. His parents refused to stay silent, and because of them, we now have Awaab's law, a law that says never again, and now that law is being extended to private rentals, to your home. So what does this mean for you as a private tenant in England, under the Housing Health and Safety Rating System, which is the legal framework that defines what counts as a hazard in your home? Your landlord has always had responsibilities. But the Renters' Rights Act 2025 takes this further than ever before, by writing Awaab's law into private sector tenancies for the first time, and it finally puts landlords on a strict clock. Once you report damp or mould to your landlord in writing, they have 14 days to investigate, not whenever they feel like it. 14 days. By law, after the investigation, they must give you a written report within 48 hours. If the problem is a serious risk to your health, they have just 5 working days to make your home safe, and if it's a genuine emergency, like severe mould already affecting someone's breathing, they have 24 hours. And here's the part I think is really important. If they cannot fix it in time, they have to pay for you to stay somewhere else until they do. That is now the law, and it applies to every private renter in England. Now, when I first looked into this, I thought it was just about mould and damp, but it's so much bigger than that. In 2026, Awaab's law expands as part of the move to bring private rentals up to the decent homes standard, and it now covers broken or inadequate heating, pest infestations, rats, mice, that kind of thing, fire and electrical hazards, dangerous flooring or structural risks. If your home is genuinely unsafe, your landlord now has a legal deadline to deal with it, and I think that is huge, because for too long, so many renters have just been putting up with conditions that nobody should have to live in. So, what actually happens if your landlord ignores all of this? Local councils enforce this law in the private sector, and the fines go up to £40,000 for serious breaches. You can also take your landlord to court. Under Awaab's law, ignoring your complaint is a breach of your tenancy agreement, which means you have real legal grounds to force them to act, or to claim compensation. Your landlord will be judged on evidence, how fast they responded, what they did about it, whether they took it seriously, which means your evidence matters too. So here is what I want you to do. If you are a private tenant in England, report every problem in writing, text, email, letter, it doesn't matter. Just make sure there is a record. Take photos and date them. If your landlord ignores you, contact your local council's environmental health team straight away. And if you need free legal advice, both Shelter and Citizens Advice have helplines specifically for UK renters. I'll put the links in the description. I think about my friend a lot when I make these videos. She deserved to know this. Her kids deserve to grow up in a safe home, and so do yours. Awaab's law exists because one family refused to be ignored. The Renters' Rights Act 2025 exists because millions of UK tenants deserve better. Please don't ignore either of them. And if you're interested, I've also covered how the Renters' Rights Act abolished Section 21 no-fault evictions and the latest update on renting with pets in my previous videos. Links are in the description. If this helped you, subscribe, because every week I'm breaking down exactly what your rights are as a renter in this country.